What is up, everyone? Circon here, bringing you guys Advent Calendar Day 11. And it took us 11 days to get to a tank I can recommend, boys. It is the T25 Pilot number 1. The American premium medium tank. And it's available in the in-game shop for 35 bucks with the good old 30 days of premium. 25 missions for times 5 XP for each victory. 2500 gold as well, garage slot, and 100% crew. And if you're gonna buy it in-game, it's 7,750 gold for 28 euros. Roughly, right? Depends on how much gold you bought for how much discount, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's 28 bucks. Or 36 almost. So, pilot number 1, what is it about? So this thing, if I remember correctly, the first time this was introduced into the game, it was like a marathon of sorts, where you had to get XP on every nation or something. I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I think so. And after that, it got sold a couple of times as well, separately. So it's not an ultra rare tank, like it's not like a Type 59 kind of deal, but it is a fairly rare tank, and I can fully recommend this because it's pretty damn awesome. And you might look at it like, oh, tier 7 gun, rip. And 240 alpha gun, which is super standard at tier 8 medium, right? That's 90% of the mediums have that. It has APCR with 243, and the AP is 192. It goes 55 kilometers an hour top speed with decent power to weight, and 10 degrees of gun depression, the American gun depression of 10 degrees. Very nice, very comfy. It has 1.9 aiming type and 0.35 dispersion. And this might look pretty good, right? The aim time is really good. The dispersion is already looking pretty good as well. But for some reason, this thing, just like, for example, the tier 9 and 10 Patton, it's like a snapshotting fucking god. Like, these things are really, really comfy to play. 10 degrees of gun depression and a really snappy gun. And like I said, it gets the APCR as the secondary ammo, which I really like. Like, I'd much rather have 243 APCR than 250 heat, but that's me personally, so. Armor-wise, it doesn't really have much, but you will still have troll bounces on the gun mantlet. And with 10 degrees, you know, if you're hauled down like this, you have, if you get unlucky, you know, they shoot you right here in the sights, but as you can see, the turret's actually still pretty troll. Which means that people still have to aim pretty carefully, and RNG can fuck them over. It can also fuck you over, but you will actually bounce some on this turret. Now the Cabals are obviously weak spots as well, but they're pretty tiny, and if you use all your gun depression, I mean, it's just super unlucky if you get hit there, but I mean, the sides are way easier to shoot. But what I found is that it's pretty nice, right? If you find, especially if you're top tier for once in the last 5 hours, then you can actually bounce some on that somewhat reliably, right? And the other nice thing is that it has 390 base fuel range, which means you can get the full fuel range, the 445 fuel range, without a good crew. And food, if you're running food on it and you're running optics on it, that's more than enough. So if you're running optics and food, you can get to 445. If you have all the bells and whistles in your crew, you can get up to almost 480 because of the 390 base. So fully upgraded like this, and I think I ran it with food as well. You're up to 2300 DPM, 32 dispersion, 1.8 aiming time, and you know how you always gotta be cautious with like soft stats and stuff. This gun is actually really, really nice. It's probably one of my favorite medium guns at tier 8. It's just really nice, really comfortable with the 10 degrees gun depression, and a little bit of turret armor. And yeah, I can actually really recommend this. Also the crew, commander, driver, gunner, radio, loader. So that's just nice. And like I said, it's a pretty comfy tank to get into if you're somewhat new as well, because of the whole thing where if you run food and optics, you have full fuel range, as long as you have 100% crew. So you don't need resin arms, you don't need recon, you don't need situational awareness. I can show you guys really quickly as well. The food is like somewhere down below here. And then if I run optics, bam, 447. You need 445 as maximum fuel range. Anything else is just a bonus to negate other people's camo. But this is really nice. Really, really nice. Coupled with 10 degrees of gun depression, so you don't need to know the maps that well to make use of your gun a lot of the time. Yeah, it's nice. I also think it's a fairly well-balanced tank, because it doesn't have some god tier armor. And it has a respectable 192 AP, and a 243 APCR, right? It doesn't have like 260 APCR or some shit like that, or, you know. I think it's just a fairly well-balanced tank that is just good. And yeah, I can actually recommend it. And the pricing on it is legit, right? I thought it would be more expensive because some of these marathon tanks get like more inflated. It's expensive. I think the T-44-100 is a good example of this. It's like the base price is like $40 or something. But at 25 or 35 with this, it's absolutely fine. So yeah, took 11 days, but I can actually recommend this. So if you're looking to pick this up, I should have a bunch of replays of this tank on the YouTube channel. I'll go scour my YouTube channel and put the links in the description or just on the screen right now. So check them out if you're not convinced yet. But yeah, I think this is the first deal that is decent. Like, this is a good tank. I can recommend this one. So yeah, hopefully we'll have another good day tomorrow. So yeah, see you then for day 12. Peace out, guys.